in a shocking development, federal agents have raided homes, properties associated with the rapper in Miami and Los Angeles.
Multiple brands and businesses apparently aren't showing the mogul the same love, as they've decided to distance themselves or fully cut ties.
Even though if he don't lose all his money and everything like that, his fall from grace will be harder than anybody we would know in hip hop. Anybody we've known in hip hop, his fall from grace will be worse than anybody. Because he would be the laughing stock.
Even Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17.
So what's up with Jay-Z and Diddy, and what does 50 Cent have to say about it? The rapper has had things to say about Carter's power duo in the past, but this time he's blasting them for their participation with Diddy's falling empire rappers, and their feuds aren't anything new. But the rivalry between hip-hop stars Jay-Z and 50 Cent has had fans going crazy for years. While 50 hasn't said anything extreme, he doesn't seem to have good things to say when it comes to Billboard's best rapper of all time. And a lot of it has to do with Beyoncé. It's no secret that the Carters have a specific image that revolves around power and money, with both singers leaving a mark on the music business. While everyone seems to love Queen Bey, some people think Beyoncé's obsessed with their history, and there's been no lack of shade thrown at her.
So people are angry that Beyoncé did not stand with the rest of the Golden Globe room for Joaquin Phoenix.
I'm watching. Because fortunately, one of the TVs in our kitchen has closed captioning, so I'll be able to understand what she says. You know, Beyonce can't talk. Beyonce sounds like she's got a 5th grade education. She can't talk.
But Nicki didn't leave it there, because she came at Beyonce again when she released her song Press Play. And this time, she explicitly mentioned Beyonce and even called her an idiot. She clapped back at all the people who always asked her why she don't like Beyonce. She said that unlike Beyonce, she had to fight for everything she has because her parents were not business owners. She then went on to seemingly call both Beyonce and Jay-Z idiots.
Singer Blue Cantrell even called Beyoncé out for plagiarizing her back in 2003, saying she's ripping me off, but she won't get away with plagiarizing me because I'm the #1 artist, not to mention Jay-Z, who's had multiple feuds with rappers over the years with his spa, with hip-hop legend Nas taking the cake.
Jay's a bastard. He wants to be #1. So he gonna pick a fight or whatever because he wants everyone to know you, not me. All right, so boom, Ether the whole lot, right?
Fuck with your soul like ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already.
I was in the club with Nas the other day and they came on. We both put our head down.
Each test, what's the results? Not positive.
This record is so hard, you know?
Right.
Like, he told me though, I think his mother died. When Jay came at him, he was dealing with his mother dying.
Damn.
So I think that kind of helped
it
fuel that monumental record.
Jay-Z also had a fallout with his old partner Damon Dash, who co-founded Rockefeller Records with him. He said he'd been misled by him and Kanye West, both of whom had been his artists.
When was the last time you talked with Jay-Z? I don't want to talk about... No, come on, Dane. Why? Because we're having a full conversation.
You know why
here.
It's not fair? Because he doesn't talk about it. And every time I talk about the situation, #1, this is what you know. No matter what, I feel he robbed me, period.
Okay.
And no matter what, I'm always going to feel that way. So you're never going to... Like, if I hit somebody with some work and they run off, I forgive it. It don't bother me. But if you ask me about that person, nah, he ran off.
Right.
So the way he goes about moves with my business, I'm not talking about nobody else's, but personally, the way he did me was dirty. The way he did Biggs was dirty. The way he did Rockefeller was dirty. So he went, told L.A. Reid, I want Rockefeller, I don't want Damon Biggs down. And we was like, damn, I'd have left. I thought that was dirty. The shit he did with Rockware, that was dirty. When he said he wasn't gonna be a part of it while I was selling it and devalued it, and then, I stepped away from it because I needed to go do my own thing, and all of a sudden they do a big deal like that, that was dirty. They put me, that was dirty. It was dirty business, and that's how I feel. So anytime you ask me, I'm not salty for life, right? But with him, yeah, I'm salty. That was whack. And look, there's no more Rockefeller. There's Jim, there's Kanye, and who else?
And then there's the incident with Lance Rivera, where Jay-Z actually stabbed the producer over the supposed bootlegging of his album Vol. 3.
A bunch of people, it was probably 10 knives that I knew of. And I ended up getting stabbed at the Kit Kat Club.
So where does Diddy come in? Unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know of the decline of the Bad Boy Records founder, with sexual assault and sex trafficking cases coming in left and right.
Hip-hop legend and media mogul Sean Diddy Combs has seemingly remained untouchable for years. And now the potential downfall of his empire and legacy has taken the hip-hop community by storm.
Had enough to get the search warrant. They maybe even have enough to get an indictment, and if so, I expect Diddy to be arrested in a matter of days and no more than weeks. If under indictment, a judge will issue an arrest warrant, which means that he can be arrested whether it's here in the United States or in the Caribbean. They don't execute these types of search warrants until they have talked to witnesses, have gathered evidence, and they believe they have an ironclad case. Not only that, they have to get a federal judge to sign off on the search warrant. So I believe the case against Diddy is very strong. Ultimately, I think Diddy is going to be indicted by a grand jury. Diddy can be looking at a 10 or even 15-year mandatory minimum sentence for even one count of sex trafficking.
He's one of rap's biggest names, and his fall is dragging down several of his friends and allies. Just some of the names being named are Jennifer Lopez, Prince Harry, UNGO Lucian Gras, rapper Young Miami, and of course the Carters. Basically, Nobody Sav and his rivals have jumped at the chance to revel in his pain, with many pointing out that they warned people years ago but nobody listened. One of them is Usher, who was trained under Diddy, saying that the rapper introduced him to a totally different set of SX specifically.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
Nah, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story.
And then there's Ori O'Day, who was a part of Diddy's girl group, Danity Kane. She wrote, "I keep trying to tell you all on X following the first accusations.
I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas."
And were other girls doing?
I was the only one that was in those types of positions. When the deal is, when this benevolent man who's now had a change of heart and has decided to pay us as talent and also as writers, we're credited with publishing. So basically, we only get the amounts due since Sony bought our catalog.
Okay.
So streaming for the past couple years, it's about $800, $900, some in the hundreds, okay? And in order to get that, I have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
Pretty skeptical of just what we could really, be sure of in regards to all this. I think having heard so many people's stories, especially...
And then there's his previous artist, Mace, who left the rapper's wing long ago.
Everything now that we see playing out was all the things I escaped. The car, the Shine, the Loon, Puff Daddy, the Craig Mack, Smalls, the Biggie Smalls. So even though I made those decisions and it cost me money, that's why I got with Killer and they gave me the money back. I didn't lose no money.
Man, it's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know. Can you imagine, bruh? Can you really imagine
What you mean by Usher though?
Usher used to stay with Diddy too.
He even talked about it at a show in Atlantic City, mentioning rapper Shine, who took the fool for the 1999 Club New York shooting, saying don't ever put Mace with other bad boys who had had hardships, and suggesting Diddy stole samples from producers.
I'm the ghost of Shine. I speak for every artist never spoke their mind, representing every artist that was left behind, from Crank Mac to G-Dub. I still remember them kids chanting for every producer you ever stole a sample. Why you playing with me?
It looks like nobody's happier than 50 Cent, who didn't just take the chance to take jabs at Diddy but was also determined to drag the Carters into it when the news of the feds raiding Puffy's house first broke. Posted 2 pictures of TMZ's headlines with the comments, "Just got real the feds and all the cribs, damn they got the kids in cuffs and now it's not Diddy do it. It's Diddy done, they don't come like that. Unless they got a Case 50 feud with him goes way back to 2006 when he claimed in his song The Bomb." That Diddy knew who had shot the notorious Big though, that's a claim the latter has always denied.
Who shot Biggie Smalls? If we don't get them, they gon' kill us all. Man, Puffy know who hit that nigga, man, that nigga soft.
Back in 2023, 50Y also said he didn't like Diddy because he got Tupacs killed. Maybe I said that about Puffy because he got Tupacs killed. The two also bumped heads in 2014 while promoting competing vodka brands, and 50 Cent has stated that he doesn't like going to Puffy's wild parties.
All right, so you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really rock
Oh, okay, damn, all right. I didn't know what that meant.
Okay.
Then. All right, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, well, we'll come back to it. All right, vodka beef. My bad. Yeah.
When the feds revealed that they found hidden cameras in pretty much every corner of the house during the raid, 50Y shared a picture of the headline with the caption "Smee. This is going to be so good. What you want to bet is that I'm going to get these tapes. I'll pay top dollar for them. You've been over there. I don't go to big parties." He didn't even leave the rapper off when he stepped down as chairman of Revolt TV, saying on X, "I'll buy that from you, Playboy, for the low price because you know Cadillac and at T are going to pull out. I'll give you a few dollars for it. Now sell it to me, and then we can be friends. I'm real. Call my phone." 50 Cent has also said that he thinks Diddy is fruity and suggested that he is gay in previous interviews.
And he go, when he do it, he says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says something fabulous and he goes, "Yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party." What is he talking about? What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl. What if you do some like a little fluffy stuff?
Now you guys are all in some hip hop beef, okay?
Nah, yeah. Why got nothing to do with this?
Trolling Diddy on Instagram, he recently shared a clip of Mike Tyson removing Diddy's hand from next to him.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see. Oh yeah, he's glittering. It truly is about the Benjamin.
Well, now when we come back, we're going to talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right?
50 Cent seems to think it's a given that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are covering up for Diddy. The duo has stayed silent amid the ongoing frenzy, but it's no secret that Jay-Z and composers have been close for decades. He's clear about what he thinks about Jay, once comparing their sales for best-selling albums and saying that he had more effect than the so-called GOAT of rap.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Yeah.
Now, everybody was saying Jay-Z was taking a shot at you.
And I didn't take it that way, because if we looked at all of the numbers, you see I did his career in 4 years.
I heard you say that before.
In 4 years. So you can't, I wouldn't say that. I mean, the largest selling album he's had internationally sold 430,000 copies. Hard Not Right. I sold 5 million twice. So when we leave here, you know who's who.
Now, what is y'all relationship, though? Because it seems like y'all take stabs every once in a while, but then I see y'all on stage and then y'all perform, and then I see y'all take pictures with each other.
Because it's the competitive nature of the art form. It's still there, he still competes too.
He even said that all of Jay-Z's Grammys were because he's married to Beyoncé.
Look at even Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go, prior to that,
he also pointed out that the children have Grammys without even being artists.
Came in association, like you see the kids even have Grammys. Like They don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit.
He then shaded the music business, saying that award shows want to ensure Beyoncé shows up, so they give them an award for free. It's nothing but a PR stunt.
Give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just gave them the things that would. Later, to me, I didn't care about trophies. I said, I'll get the checks.
They're afraid their kids gonna want to be 50 Cent if they acknowledge the material. So they don't give you the trophies. I got the checks. I didn't get the trophies. Jay got all the trophies, man. That's because he signed that contract.
What contract?
The one with Beyonce.
Man.
No, if you don't sign, you don't give him a trophy, she ain't coming.
In another interview, he called out Jay-Z for basing his image on a gay painter after he was left out of the 2022 Super Bowl ad.